All right, I think we're recording, guys. Okay, so I just wanted to introduce myself first and foremost. My name is Melissa Amos. Some of you may already know who I am. Some of you have just joined Plexus and you have no clue who I am. That's great. So I'm an Emerald Ambassador, and if you're on this call, I am your upline. And we'll explain a little bit later about what that means. But I'm so glad that you were able to get on the call tonight. I'm so glad that you joined us. This may be your first Zoom call. If it is, welcome to Zoom. This is a super fun way that we as ambassadors kind of get together to meet and train. And it's a fun and easy way for you to get on a call and not have to actually be in the same location that we are in. Because my team is scattered all over the United States, this is a great way for us to meet, and we like to meet at nighttime so that everybody can participate. For those of us that work or work outside the home. So tonight we are going to be covering the basics of Plexus, and I'm going to be running through these things pretty quickly. Some of you on this call will probably tell me that I talk too fast, and I probably do. And I'm going to go ahead and apologize for that now, because I am probably going to speed through things a little bit fast. I'm trying to mute. Somebody's not muted, so I'm trying to mute. See, I told y'all I can't multitask. And so I'm probably going to speed through things pretty fast because, number one, I do not want to keep you here all night. And number two, it's a lot of information. And so, we're just going to kind of be speeding through these things pretty quickly. But I want you to be able to take notes. So I have this great slideshow. This is one that I've done before, but I kind of changed it up just a little bit. So for those of you who maybe have been on a boot camp before, this one's going to look a little bit different. All right, so first of all, we're going to start out with network marketing. Some of you have done network marketing in the past. Some of you have never done network marketing and have zero experience with it. So let me explain a little bit about network marketing. I had dabbled in it a long, long, long time ago, maybe 10, 12 years ago. Was terrible at it, could not sell anything. I was absolutely brutal. Never made a dime. Actually, I lost money. And I only did it for a very short amount of time. But the difference was remarkable when I started with Plexus because I was with the right company at the right time with the right products with the right people. And you'll hear us say that a lot because we truly believe that. This is your business, your way. So if you only came into this to maybe you just want to get wholesale prices, totally fine. We have a ton of wholesale ambassadors. Maybe you came into this business thinking, okay, well, I really just like to get my products paid for. And that is totally fine. We love that too. We want to help you achieve that goal. Some of you came into this and you're like, you know what? I would really like to make $500, $1,000, $2,000, $3,000 a month. I really would like to make a really great supplemental income for my family. And if that's the case, it's great to have you here too. I really want to help you accomplish those goals. Some of you came into this and you're like, I want to go all the way. I really want to make a significant income. I really want to do this for my family. I really want to change my family's future. And I want to be on this for the long haul. So if you are that person, this is for you as well. And we're super excited that you're here and we want to help you achieve all of your goals. There's no prerequisite for network marketing, especially Plexus. You don't have to have a college diploma. You don't have to be some kind of medical professional to do this. There is no employees. You are the boss. There is no boss. And that's what I love about it. I used to work for a law firm in Montgomery, and I had a boss that I had to answer to every day. And I'll tell you, that wasn't really a whole lot of fun. And I will tell you that now I can come into work when I want. I can work my whatever hours I choose, and I have no one to answer to except for myself. Now I do have a team that I like to train, but I don't answer to them and they don't answer to me. This is a turnkey business. So once you got your website, you are ready to go. Once you hit that button that you were signing up as an ambassador, you were ready to work your business. You had your website and you could start signing up people or start getting customers that very moment. And a lot of things that we talk about, you'll see this talked about a lot, is residual income. And some of you are like, I'm not really sure what that means. And I love this quote on the bottom. It says, if you truly understood residual income, you'd walk through a brick wall to get it. I'll tell you a little bit about what residual income looks like. Last week, my family and I were at the beach for a whole entire week. I was at the beach. I was able to work my business when I wanted to. I was able to spend time with my family, and I was making a lot of money that week. My team was still adding ambassadors, and I was still adding customers. People were still ordering, and I was at the beach with my family. So I can work this business wherever I am, and that is what residual income truly, truly is. So now that you understand a little bit about network marketing, let me tell you why Plexus is different than other companies. And this is something that I did not put on this slide, but I really want to emphasize to you guys because this is something I see in my own personal life. Plexus is truly a faith-based company. Our leaders in our company are Christian men and women. They run this company with integrity. You can see that from the way that they speak. You can see that from the things that they act and how they treat their ambassadors and how they treat the people around them. I can tell you that I have grown in my walk with Christ so much since I started this Plexus business because of the people that I have around me. And I will tell you that that is something that, to me, yes, this business is wonderful, but that I will cherish forever. And so Plexus is different from a lot of the other companies in that respect as well. There's no competition between ambassadors. There's a friendly competition, like maybe, she's working for that. I want to work for that. But there's no competition between ambassadors. We are one Plexus. We help each other out. We are all looking out for each other and want to help each other grow and succeed. The compensation plan is second to none. You will not find another compensation plan in another network marketing company that is anything like this. I can promise you that. Let me stop really quick. If you are, I don't know why I'm in the chat, guys. But if you are on and if you are not muted, there's a mute button at the bottom. If you could just quickly mute yourself. I'm trying to go through and mute everybody super, super, super quick. Because I think these are just people that are hopping on and haven't muted themselves yet. Okay, that's better. We're talking about how Plexus is different from other companies. So we get paid weekly and monthly. And I'm going to talk a little bit more about that later, about how we get paid. There's a low initial cost. And if you're on this call, you've already found that out. The cost for joining Plexus is $34.95, cheaper than a Costco membership. And I know because I have one. You pay $34.95 to get your wholesale prices for an entire year with Plexus. That is all you pay. You buy your own products. You never have to carry inventory, and you never have to have a single party. Praise the Lord for that. I mean, can I get an amen from somebody? I mean, that to me is huge. There's so many other companies that, my friends are involved in. They'll say, I had to order this gigantic, kit when I started, or I have all this inventory that's in my garage, and my husband's so mad about it. It's taking up so much room in our house. Guys, I don't have that problem. I have a small basket that sits on my counter with my Plexus products in it, what my family uses personally. And that is all we order every month. It's what we use personally. So rest assured that you're never going to be asking this company to order anything more than what you want to use yourself. Let's talk a little bit about the ranks of Plexus, because this is something that if you're really wanting to work the business, you will really want to know. So the first rank of Plexus is a Silver Ambassador, and that is 3 personally sponsored ambassadors that all are new that month or are commission qualified that month. And with that rank, you get $100 bonus. Now, some of you are not really familiar with what 3 personally sponsored ambassadors looks like. So that is just finding 3 people that want to join you on this journey as an ambassador. That's all that is. And we're going to talk a little bit later about how you get those 3 people and how you get them quickly. And they can be wholesale ambassadors, or they can be people that choose to work the business with you. They do not have to be people that all work the business. It can just be people that maybe want to get the products at a wholesale price. So the next rank is Gold Ambassador. Now this is 100 points, and we'll talk a little bit later again about that. At any level, and that is a $250 bonus. So if you're going, wait, I don't know what points are, I promise I'm going to go through that in just a little bit. So Senior Gold is 250 points at any level, $350 bonus. Now, you see that you get these bonuses when you hit all of these ranks, and I can tell you that that is a nice little addition to our compensation plan. Y'all, I promise that is not even the best part of our comp plan. So Ruby is 500 points, and that is a $500 bonus. And then you go to Senior Ruby, and that's 750 points, a $750 bonus. And then you hit the Jewel ranks. So as you can see, I want to take you back to that first slide. As you can see, there's not a whole lot of ranks in Plexus. So it's not like you're having to go through 15 ranks to get to the top of this company. As you can see, there are 8 ranks in this company. That is it. That is it. Okay, so the next rank is Emerald, and this is when you hit the Jewel status. This is when you'll need 1,500 points to be Emerald. You'll get that Emerald bonus pool, and we'll talk a little bit later about that as well. That's extra money. You'll win a free Lexus to drive around as you choose, and a trip to Hawaii. Last year it was in Kona. This year it is in Maui. And then the next one is Sapphire. That's 3,000 points, excuse me. You'll also get the Emerald bonus pool and the Sapphire bonus pool. And there's a amazing luggage set. You also get to go to the Hawaii trip, and you're also still driving your Lexus. And at Diamond, now this is the very top of the company. Now I will tell you that all over me, everyone above me, and I'll show you this in a minute in a little slide, is a Diamond. I'm an Emerald currently, and everyone above me is a Diamond. So you are on the right team that knows how to do this. So this is 4,500 points, all 3 bonus pools. So you're getting your Emerald bonus pool, your Sapphire bonus pool, and your Diamond bonus pool. You get a diamond bracelet, real, yes, real diamonds. Somebody asked me that one time, is it a real diamond bracelet? Absolutely. A special trip before the Hawaii trip. So you'll actually go on a diamond trip, and then you're, of course, going on the Hawaii trip. And you get an upgraded version of the Lexus. So there's the Emerald Lexus, and then there's the Diamond Lexus. And, of course, the Diamond Lexus is a more expensive version. So that's our ranks in Plexus, and I'll talk to you more about the points and how you achieve those in a second. So I want you guys, now that you kind of know a little bit about the ranks, I want you to look at this chart. And some of you may not realize the earning potential in this company. I can tell you when I started out 2.5 years ago, I started in March of 2015. When I started out as a regular ambassador, if you had told me that I would be making the income today that I'm making, I would have laughed in your face. And I would have told you there was no way that was ever going to happen. But if you look at this scale, you know, even if you're just wanting to dabble in this business, look at the rank of Gold Ambassador. Now, if we go back, Gold Ambassador is only 100 points. And I can tell you that that is about, give or take, 20 ambassadors on your team. Now, it doesn't have to be 20 ambassadors that you personally sponsor. It can just be 20 ambassadors on your team. Look at the rank of Gold Ambassador. So on average, a Gold Ambassador makes about $12,378 per year of income. What would that do for your family? I mean, that's $1,000 a month that you could add to your family's income. Now, I can tell you that most of my Gold Ambassadors have extremely high PV, so they make a lot more than that. I actually have one senior, yeah, she's Gold, ambassador on my team who makes several $1,000s a month because her PV, which we'll talk about that in a minute, is so high. She has a lot of customers. So she actually makes way more than that. I can tell you that if you look on the average incomes for each ambassador over to your right, the Emerald income, I can tell you, is pretty low. Mine was about $1,000 more than that without my bonuses for the month. So I'm an Emerald ambassador and making a good bit more than that displays on there. So, I mean, I can tell you that they're fairly accurate, but not quite just right. So, I mean, you can tell that the earning potential, look at the Diamond Ambassador, guys. That is, I mean, I have friends that are mamas of 3 and 4 children who are staying at home with their kids and earning more than that. I mean, that is a really low shot. I would say that is on the lower end of what most of my Diamond friends are bringing in. And they're all, you know, moms and dads that are staying at home with their kids and having time freedom, and they're making incredible income. And all they did was love on other people, share these products, and be bold about it. That's all they did. They never pushed anything on anybody, and they just have a wonderful team that they love and care for and get to love on. So I can tell you that the earning income in this company is huge. And if you're looking at that Diamond Ambassador and going, well, I'll never get there, do not say that, because I promise you there are people that are diamonds right now that would have never dreamed they would be where they are. So, and I mentioned a while ago that I was your Plexus upline. I want to tell you just a little bit about our Plexus upline. And I show you this because I want to tell you that you are on an incredible team. So as you can see, our Diamond upline, everybody over me is a Diamond. These are incredible women who are used to be in the corporate world. Matter of fact, Rosalind Payne, the second one on the top, was in the corporate world until she went Sapphire, which is almost the top of the company. She was very, very busy mom of 2 kids and worked 3 jobs and was still in the corporate world. And so she did it still in a corporate job. And so if she can do it, anybody can. I will tell you, Ellen Ford, the 4th one in line with the glasses, was in a corporate job until she went diamond. So she did this while she had twins at home, and she was working the corporate world and made it all the way to the top of the company. Andrea Mitchell, the diamond in the middle, has a special needs daughter who requires tons of care. And she was able to do this with all of that, with 2 other children as well. Julia Carty, stay-at-home mom who has 4 children that she was homeschooling. So she made it to the top of the company while she was homeschooling all 4 of her children. Lindsay Russell lives in the tiniest little bitty area of Alabama you can ever imagine. Like, I think there's a caution light. I don't even think there's a red light there. And she has 3 small children at home, and she is so busy, guys. She made it to the top of this company while living in that tiny area. I think it takes her about 45 minutes to drive to Costco, which is where she usually shops for groceries. And she did that from her home, all from her home. Okay, so things that you want to know as a new ambassador. We're going to go over these, and these are some of the ones that I put when I announced this call. These are some of the things that I put there that I knew you would want to know. So let's talk a little bit about what is PV. You hear that all the time. Okay, I want to get to this PV. I want to get to this PV. So your PV is your personal volume, and it's acquired from sales made from retail customers, preferred customers, and from your own orders from your ambassador account. So you even acquire PV from your account. Now, what does this look like? Wait, let's go back. Sorry. What does this look like? So your PV is how you're going to get paid. So like, say that you earn $500 in PV, okay? You're going to be eligible to earn 25% commission on that 500. Now, if you earn anything from 100 to 499, is going to be 15% commission. So your first goal as an ambassador should be able to reach that 500 PV, because you do not want to miss out on that 25% commission. And your goal as an ambassador every month to remain an active ambassador should be to order or sell $100 a month. Y'all, that is so easy. That's ordering your own products only. But to maintain an active ambassadorship, you really want to make sure that you maintain that $100 a month. But if you're wanting, obviously you're on this call and you're wanting to make some money, so you definitely want to reach that 500 PV to be able to hit that 25% commission. Now, PV is going to vary just a little bit from the price of the product. Not very much, but you're going to see that it varies, like just, maybe $7, $8, something like that. This is just, money that goes back to the company. But you're going to see that it varies just a small amount, but it is almost dollar for dollar. Okay, so let's talk a little bit about what are points. I mentioned that earlier, that you need a certain number of points to reach the next level. These are acquired from commission qualified ambassadors. Now, what does that mean? A commission qualified ambassador is an ambassador who orders or sells $100 a month. So once your ambassador on your team that you've sponsored, not your customers, but your ambassadors, reaches that $100 minimum, you're going to get points for them. Now, each point is worth between, it varies from month to month, but between about $2.50 and $3. Now, I will say that last month, our pay points were 3.14, I think. So it was actually over that. And every point, you'll get paid that amount on every single point. So now, say that you're a gold ambassador, and let's go back to that. We talked earlier about a gold ambassador is 100 points, okay? So if a gold ambassador is 100 points, usually a gold ambassador only has ambassadors on their first 3 levels. So that means that you personally sponsored someone, and then they personally sponsored someone, and then they personally sponsored someone. So those are your levels. So say that you sponsored all 20 of those, okay? You're going to get 5 points per ambassador. So if there's 20 ambassadors, you're going to have 5 points per ambassador. So that's 100 points. Now, you're going to get paid on every single point. So you can see where these points would rack up. If you're an Emerald ambassador and you only need 1,500 points to go Emerald, and you can imagine if you're getting paid around $3 on all 1,500 points, that's $4,500 on points alone. That doesn't count your commissions. That doesn't count all the other many ways that we get paid. That is just your pay points. So you can see that there are different levels. On levels 1 through 3, you get paid 5 points. Levels 4, 4 points, and you can see the rest. It kind of goes down, and we only get paid up to 7 levels. All right, so, and I kind of already laid that out. I told y'all, I forgot I had that slide. Isn't that awesome? So new ambassadors this month. So if you signed up a new ambassador in this month, it will not count towards your points because they actually have to commission qualify the next month. It doesn't mean they've done anything wrong. It just won't count towards your points this month. Now, I have some new ambassadors who signed up this month and also got a few customers this month. So they commission qualified because they got over 100 of their welcome pack. So they did that. So welcome packs do not count as PV. So I just want everyone to kind of know that. I get that question a lot. People message me all the time. I've got a new ambassador. Why are they not counting as my points? Because welcome packs do not count as points. But they will commission qualify next month. Okay, so let's talk about if you've got somebody that comes to you and says, all right, I'm ready to maybe purchase Plexus. Let's talk about the 3 different ways that they can purchase these products. So the first way is retail. And I'm really not even going to talk about retail because there's absolutely 0 reason why anyone should sign up as a retail a retail customer. 0 reason. It's full price. There is a 60-day money-back guarantee, but it is a full price product. There's no strings attached with a retail whatsoever. They're just ordering. Usually they don't stick around. I'm just going to be honest with you. Usually those retail customers order one time and they're done. If they're going to become a customer, I definitely suggest the preferred pricing. So as a preferred customer, they're going to get a discount price. They're going to get a 60-day money-back guarantee with that, and they're going to set up an auto shipment. Now, you're going to have customers that say, nope, I don't want anything to do with an auto shipment. Count me out. Here's the deal. That auto shipment can be canceled or deleted the very next day. They can set up a reminder, and they can go in, change it, cancel it, put something else in, take something out, turn it off completely, whatever they want to do the very next day. So if they're worried about that auto shipment, tell them, hey, I will go in for you tomorrow and turn that off if that's what you'd like for me to do. There's no reason for you to pay retail price when you can get preferred. Preferred is a great way for people to start out, helps them to fall in love with the products, helps them to, maybe learn a little bit more about the product before they sign up as an ambassador. So an ambassador is obviously another way that they can purchase. That's what you did. It's the cheapest prices that you can get. You definitely want them to buy a welcome pack because it is going to be the cheapest way that they will ever get the product, even lower than wholesale. I never, ever, ever, please, if you are taking notes, write this down, bold it, put big stars beside it. I never sign anyone up if they're not willing to purchase a welcome pack. Ever, 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 ever. Because if they're not willing to commit to a combo of products, they're not ambassador material right now. They're not willing to commit to that small $99 in welcome pack. They're not ready to become an ambassador. Then that's when we take them back and show them preferred customer pricing and tell them, hey, let's let you do this first. Because honestly, if they're not willing to commit to that, they're not going to commission qualify the next month, and they're not going to be an active ambassador on your team, which does you nor them any good. So an ambassador still gets a 60-day money-back guarantee. They get their yearly membership and their own website. They can choose to sell or they can choose to stay wholesale prices only. Either way. Now, this is kind of a little bit about what I talked about. How do I know which buckets? Now, we talk a lot about that, like what they maybe should fall into. Hold on, I got somebody that's not muted, y'all. How do I know, which one they should do? So no one should ever sign up retail. We've already talked about that. Preferred customer, perfect for people who need to try it before they stick with it. Those who have zero interest in working the business, don't want anything to do with it. and those who want to try the products first. Now, ambassador is those who insist on getting the cheapest price possible, those who will stick with the products, those who are interested in getting their products paid for, and those who are interested in working the business. Now, I have signed people up who said, I'm not ever interested in working this business, count me out, but I knew that they would change their mind, and I knew they would be fabulous at this business, so I went ahead and signed them up as an ambassador, and 9 out of 10 times I've been correct about that. So, if you've got somebody that you're like, I know if I add them to the team pages, they'll catch the vision, they'll see the potential in this, then sign them up as an ambassador and we will work on them. So that's kind of, knowing which bucket to put people in and knowing which one preferred or ambassador takes a little bit of practice. You're probably going to have some that you put in the wrong bucket sometimes, and that's okay. You're learning. If you're not sure, contact your upline and say, hey, I've got this potential. Really not sure which one to put them in. Which one would you suggest? We are more than willing to help you with that. All right. Now down to the nitty gritty for you. Now that you've kind of learned a little bit about, the basics of points and PV, now I'm going to talk to you a little bit about how to start your new business. Now, some of you are ahead of the game. Some of you are already into the business. Some of you haven't done anything and you want to know, okay, where do I start? Here we go. The first thing I want you to do is I want you to find your why. This is so important. I want you to get maybe a note card or a piece of paper or a pretty whatever. If you're like a little OCD like me and you got to find something really pretty to write it on, I want you to find something to write down your why. And I'll tell you, my why has changed several times since I started. My why when I first started was to just get healthy. I just wanted to feel better. I wanted to get my gut in check. I wanted to stop having all the IBS symptoms. I wanted to stop feeling so fatigued. That was my why in the beginning. And then when I realized that I could maybe make a little bit of money from this, I just wanted to get my products paid for. I said, my husband is we try to be financially responsible. We're kind of Dave Ramsey type people, and we don't like to have debt. And my husband said, if you're going to use these products, I really would love for you to see if you can, get them paid for. And so that was my second why. I kind of transferred after I got my products paid for and made a little bit of money that very first month. I said, you know what? It would be just amazing if I could make my car payment. That would be incredible. And guys, I did that like that. Literally the very first month I paid for my products and made my car payment. So I'm telling you, this is super easy business, super simple. Now my why has transformed into I want complete financial freedom for my family. I want no debt, even the house. I want to set up huge college accounts. Well, we've already started college accounts, but I want to set up, a huge college account for my kids. I don't want us to, when my husband retires in 5 or 6 years, I don't want us to have to worry about anything. He would like to go into some ministry of some sort. And so I would like for him to be able to do that and not have to worry about leaving the military and finding something immediately that he has to go do that's going to match the income that he was making. So my why is transformed. So I want you to find that why for you that rocks your boat, as I say. What stirs you to the point that you're going to work this business and really try to make this work for you? What attracted you to these products? Are you searching for better health? Do you have a health goal that you're striving for? Is there some health benefits that you really need to see with these products? What would financial freedom look like for you? Like if you didn't have to worry about, college to pay for, if you didn't have to worry about, some of you are getting by day to day. Some of you, it's the end of the month and you're like, oh my gosh, I cannot wait for the first to hit so my paycheck will go in the bank. We're living on like $20. That's some of you right now. And I'm talking to you. What would it look like if you didn't have to worry about that anymore? What would it look like if you could go, I don't know what day it is. We're good. Bank's good. We're good. What would that look like for you? What would it look like if you could make an extra $1,000 a month? What would that change for your family? Who would that affect in your family? Would you be able to, I can tell you this right now. My daughter dances. She's 7 years old and she dances and she's a phenomenal dancer. But if you've ever had a dancer in your family, it is extremely, extremely expensive. And I sat there and cried the other day because I can tell you, and it was a good cry. I can tell you that my daughter would not be able to dance if it wasn't for Plexus. It is expensive. We spend hundreds and hundreds of dollars every single month for her to dance. Costumes and competition fees and going out of town for these competitions and choreography fees and audition fees. I mean, there's a fee every time you turn around. And I can tell you she would not even be able to do this if it weren't for Plexus. And that, to me, should be your why. Something like that should be your why. So find it, write it down, and put it up somewhere where you can see it every day and it can motivate you to keep going. The second thing is consistency. You've got to be consistent with your products. You've got to become a product of the product. And I will tell you this, if you're taking your products every other day, or if you're not drinking your water, or if you're just kind of, halving it with the products, you're not going to see the results that you want, and you're not going to be passionate about it. So if you want to be passionate about these products and you really want to build your belief in them, please take your products consistently. Because I can tell you, when I don't take my products consistently, I don't feel as good as I usually do. And it's really hard to talk about products that aren't making you feel good. Well, that's on me because I'm not taking them consistently. When I'm taking my products consistently, I feel like $1 million. And I can say that with the utmost certainty. So consistency is super key. 3 must when you start your business. So I kind of added this in there because these are 3 things that I have realized if new ambassadors do not start out this way, they have a harder time getting going. Number 1 is do not wait to share. You do not have to have some gigantic story to share these products. I have people all the time and the conversation goes like this. Well, I'm not going to share until I have something huge to say. Okay, well, let me give you a little scenario. What if you're waiting to lose 30 pounds? And 6 months from now, you've lost that 30 pounds and you're feeling amazing and you joined a gym and you're looking great and you're eating healthy and your friend sees you and she's like, what are you doing? What have you been doing? Well, I haven't been wanting to tell you, but now that I've got these great results, I'm going to tell you I've been doing Plexus. Awesome. Your friend buys the products. She signs up as an ambassador. And guess what she's going to expect? She's going to expect 30 pounds, feeling great, eating better right then, because that's what she has seen from you. If you do not tell people right when you start, they're going to expect the same results that you have way later, and that's not what they're going to get, because the Plexus is all about healing your body from the inside out. It is not an instant fix. So if you share your journey with people right now, that's what they're going to see, and they're going to want to go on this journey with you. You do not have to know everything. You don't have to know everything about the products. You don't have to know everything about the business. You don't even have to know how to share with anybody. We will help you with that. But don't wait to share these products. I have people all the time, I wish I had not waited. I wish I had not waited because there's my friend over there that joined with Susie, and I could have had her on my team because I waited to share. And she joined somebody else while I was sitting around waiting on my big story. Do not wait to share. Number 2 is phone your friends. I put that on there. I thought that was kind of funny. Nobody laughed, but I thought it was funny. Phone your friends. Pick up your phone and call your best friends. Call your mom, call your sister, call your dad, call your uncle, call your aunt, call your best friends from college, call your best friends from high school. Call them right now, tonight or tomorrow, and tell them what you're doing. Say, hey, all right, listen, I know you're going to think that I have lost my mind, but hold that thought. I have joined this Plexus company, and I have started these products, and let me tell you a little bit about what they do. So it's for gut health. You don't even have to know a lot about what they do. Just tell them what they do. These people trust you. They're your family. They're your friends. I'm going to need you to come do this with me, because if I'm going to be getting healthy, I'm going to need you to come get healthy with me. You got to try this with me. Call them. Pick up the phone and call them. Don't care what they think, because they're still going to love you. They're your friends and your family. They're not going to be like, she's lost her mind. Click. They're not going to hang up on you. They're going to hear what you have to say. I mean, they may say, what have you gotten yourself into? Trust me, this company is legit. I can send you plenty of information to send them to back it up. We've got clinical studies to back up our products. They truly work. We've got the testimonies to back them up. we've got plenty of information to send them. So they're not going to be able to say that you've lost your mind for very long. Call your friends. Get them on this ride with you. And the third thing is use your free advertising. So I would venture to say that everyone on this call has some sort of social media account, whether it's Facebook or whether it is Instagram, or maybe it's, I hope you're not really using Snapchat for Plexus, but I mean, you could, Twitter, I'd venture to say you all have some sort of social media. So let's talk about how to use that free advertising that we have in our hands. We don't have to buy it. We don't have to rent a billboard to work our business. I'll go back to that one. Okay, so social media. Your first post. If you have not made your first post, ask us for help. I wrote a first post the other day. I wrote one about a week ago. I write them all the time. I love doing that. I even made, and I think my friend's on this call, I even made her a graphic to go with her post because I love doing that too. I was like, send me a picture, I'll make a graphic. I love doing stuff like that. But your first post, you want it to be personal. So I'm going to pick on my friend a little bit. So we wrote hers the other day, and it was kind of like, you know, I've watched my friend Melissa do this for a year, and then I thought she had lost her mind, and I finally asked her what was going on with this Plexus thing, and I tried it, and I couldn't believe how amazing I felt. And if you are wanting something like this, if you're wanting to feel better, if you're wanting an answer to fatigue, if you're wanting more energy, if you're wanting, you know, maybe a solution to some of your health issues, you have got to ask me about this. It's fantastic. It was worded something like that. And she had just a picture of her family on there, and I forgot exactly what it said, but I mean, it was just a personal post. And she had a lot of likes and a lot of people commenting on it and people messaging her, asking her about it because she was personal. She just kind of opened up her life to other people. She even admitted that she was super skeptical about it. So you don't have to make some salesy graphic that says, I joined Plexus, come do it with me. That's not what this is about. This is about opening up yourself to help somebody else. Keep posting about your life and your kids when you're posting on social media. So if you're posting about Plexus, people don't want to see that all the time. I don't want to see that all the time. People don't want to see me post about Plexus all the time. They love seeing pictures of my kids. They love seeing what they're doing. My daughter, I told you, is a dancer, and she has her own hashtag. It's hashtag tiny dancer because she's tiny. And I post pictures of her all the time, hashtag tiny dancer, and people comment on it all the time. I'm constantly posting about where we're traveling to and where we're going next because we're always going and doing something. So that's the stuff that people still want to see. They don't want to see you just completely stop posting about your life and start throwing up Plexus on them. They want to see what is going on in your life. And when you make a Plexus post, make it personal, just like your first post. You know, if you are taking Vital Biome and it's really helped with your mood and your anxiety level, take a picture of yourself with your Vital Biome, or you can take a picture of your Vital Biome sitting on the counter and say, guys, this stuff right here is incredible. Let me tell you what it's done for me. You know, we share testimonies. They do have to be compliant testimonies, and we can talk about that later. I'm going to actually be posting something about that on my team page tomorrow about what a compliant testimony and what a compliant post looks like, to make sure you're looking for that. But, you know, testimonies are a great way to share how these products have helped other people. You don't want to go salesy. You want to stay away from those canned graphics. So use a personal picture. If you've got a picture of your Slim, or if you've got maybe you want to take a picture of your pink drink with your kids in the background swimming and saying, so thankful that I've got my pink drink to keep my energy levels up today to deal with my kids during the summertime. That's it. People are going to be like, oh, what's that pink drink stuff she's drinking? Or maybe they've already heard about Plexus and they're like, well, I didn't know that she was doing Plexus. I'm going to reach out to her and ask her. If she's doing it, I want to try it. It's that simple. You don't have to throw up Plexus on everybody. Nobody wants to see that. But use your social media accounts as free advertisement. It's just a way for you to let other people know, the world, all your Plexus or all your Facebook friends, that you are doing this and you're ready to tell them how it can help them. A couple social media tips that I want to go over. I do this all the time. I tag my husband in my posts a lot of times. My husband absolutely loves the products. He's completely sold on them. He tries to tell everybody about them. He actually has Extra Slim in his desk at work and gives them out regularly. I didn't realize this until I started realizing my Slim was gone and he was hoarding it up at work. So I tag him in my post all the time because not only are my friends going to see it, but his friends are going to see it. And there's a lot of people that he has on his friends list that I don't have on mine. And so I kind of want, I'm kind of working two networks at the same time. Wish everyone a happy birthday. Now, I love birthdays anyway, so I love to wish people a happy birthday. But that is a way that you can kind of get them drawn into, the way Facebook works is when you comment on somebody else's post or you wish them a happy birthday, your posts are going to show up more often in their timeline. So yeah, it is kind of a social media trick, but I wish everybody a happy birthday anyway. But if you're not doing that, start doing that. It's a great way to connect with people and let them know that you're thinking about them. Add pictures to your post. Now, you don't want to do a canned graphic. It can be something funny. It can be, a graphic that you created. I will tell you, I'm going to give you a couple of graphic. Hold on a second, I'm pulling up. Little graphic apps that you can use that are fantastic. My favorite one is called Word Swag, and that's WORDSWAG. I think it costs like $2 or $3. Totally worth it. It's my favorite one. And I also use Pic Collage and Pic Lab. They're little apps. Most of those are free. That you can use, that you can create little graphics. You can take a picture of your pink drink and then put some words with it. Something like that. So those are great ways to add pictures to your post. You can use Buffer or Postcry. So maybe you are going to the beach. I have an ambassador on this call right now who is at the beach, and she didn't want to be on her phone all day. Obviously, she's spending time with her kids. So she buffered her post. Now, this is an app that you can use, and you can actually tell it whatever post you want to make, and you can tell it what time you want it to post it, exactly what you want it to say, and you can add a picture. That is a wonderful way to post while you're not on your phone. I love it. I'm actually going to be at the lake this weekend, all weekend with some friends, some Plexus friends, and I am going to buffer all my posts for the weekend because I don't want to be on my phone. I want to be spending time with my friends and spending time with my family. So I'm going to buffer my posts. Now, I might add a couple of our lake adventures, but I'm not going to be worried about Plexus. Now, there are really good posting times that you should kind of try to stay around, just because these are when people are actually on the computer or on the phone. Is first thing in the morning. Now, I would say I put 7 to 8, but I would even say like 6 to 7 is even better, because that's when, what do you do the first thing you do when you get up? All right, some of you may do your quiet time, but then you look at your phone. Okay, that's it. And you're going, oh, okay, what's going on Facebook this morning? That's the first thing you do when you get up, even if you do your quiet time right afterwards. That's the first thing you do. So first thing in the morning, and if you're not an early riser, buffer it. Lunchtime, when people are checking their phone, maybe they're off, for lunch from work and they're checking their phone. The car line during school, like when school starts back, a lot of mamas and dads are in that car line picking up their kids, and they're on their phone, checking their phone while they're waiting to pick up their kids. When people get off work from 5 to 6 is a great time to post on Facebook, because that's the first thing people do when they get in their car. And then at bedtime, between 9 and 10, what's the last thing you do before you go to bed? Most of you are going to check your phone before you turn it off and put it on your bedside table. So it's a great time. And I will tell you, I've gotten more response from posting at nighttime and posting testimonies, or maybe posting something about the business, because people are laying there and they're thinking, you know what, I really do need to get help here. You know what, I really need to think about doing that. I really, we're struggling financially, and I really need to contact her about doing this business. And so to me, that is a good reflective time for people, and they really are going to think more about it at night. I just love that time frame. All right, let's go back really super quick. I'm going to hit on this one quick, about how you reach out to others. Now, some of you are super, super, super scared of this, because you don't want to bother people, and you don't want to make them run away from you, and you don't want to scare them off, and you're afraid of what they're going to think, and your pride is getting in the way. Let me tell you a little something about that before I hit this. I want to give you a little scenario. What if you have a friend on Facebook out there who is struggling, and I'm just going to give you this hypothetical, with anxiety and depression. You don't know, you have no idea because everything on Facebook looks perfect. And she is drowning. Maybe she is, a Christian and she thinks she can pray herself out of this. What if she is fighting with her husband all the time? What if she is yelling at her kids all the time? What if she is absolutely miserable because she is drowning in this anxiety and this depression and this heaviness on her? What if you are too prideful to reach out to her? What if maybe she has this big personality and you think everything's great with her and you don't reach out to her? And she continues to drown in that anxiety and that depression. And all you had to do was reach out to her and say, hey, girl, have you ever heard about Plexus? I'm doing this now. And, it has just really helped me with a lot of things that I was dealing with, fatigue and anxiety and, some other issues, some gut issues that I was having. And I would love to tell you more about it. What if you reached out to her and what if she found these products and what if her whole entire life, her whole entire health was turned upside down? Would that be okay with you? Would it be okay with you if you never reached out to her and she was continuing to drown in that anxiety and that depression? No, it wouldn't be okay with you at all. I can promise you that there are people out there that are drowning in health issues, that are so fatigued that they cannot get off the couch. We have an ambassador on this call right now that has lupus, and she was so fatigued that she could not physically get off the couch. She had to lay there with her eyes cracked open and watch her kids play because she literally could not function. And she does CrossFit. She is healthy. She is doing amazing with her symptoms of lupus, and she is just feeling great now because somebody shared these products with her. Had they not shared, had they not reached out to her, had they not been bold enough to post about it, she would have never known, and she'd probably still be laying on that couch miserable. So I can tell you that if you're afraid to cold message someone, if you're afraid to reach out to someone, if you're afraid to post on Facebook, you're not really doing anything for yourself other than boosting your own pride. You're not helping anybody. So if you're one of those people that loves to help other people, get out of your own way. Get over yourself and reach out to people. Now, here's how we do that. Now I'll get off my soapbox. But here's how we do that. So the first way that we can reach out to people is making a list of 100 people. Now, some of you have already done that and you are ahead of the game. These are friends, relatives, acquaintances, neighbors, contacts maybe through your kids, contacts through your spouse, and also include your social media friends. So go through your phone, go through your social media account and pick out at least 100 people. Now, I'm going to bet that if you're really honest with yourself, you can pick out a lot more than that. But don't put people in a category. Don't go, oh, well, she's got too much money and she'll never want to do this business. Don't ever say that, because Celeste Wynn, that's a diamond, that means she's gone diamond twice in this company, was very, very, very wealthy before she ever started this business. She did not do it for the money. She did it because she really wanted to go on some free trips because she really loves to travel. And now she's a double diamond in this company. And I can tell you guys this because we're on a call, but she makes over $250,000 a month. Now, did she need the money before? No, she didn't. But that wasn't the point. That's not why she wanted to do this. So you might have somebody out there that really doesn't, they've got money, but maybe they want some more. Maybe they want to be able to purchase something. Maybe they want to purchase a beach house or something. Who knows? You don't know what their motivation is. So don't count someone out just because, that person's really fit. I don't want to approach her because she's probably going to talk all around me about supplements. No, reach out to them. You don't know what they're struggling with. So when you get that Frank's list, we want to kind of get that into a system. So a system that we love to use in this business is called 531. And we call it our daily method of operation, or our DMO. And we refer to it as income producing activity, or IPA. And so this is kind of what I try myself to do every single day. And a lot of, I would say all of my successful ambassadors on this team do this every single day. So we contact 5 new people every day. Now, if you want to start out with 1, if you want to start out with 2, if you want to start out with 3, perfectly fine. Whatever's comfortable for you. But 5 people a day is really what's going to make your business boom. Follow up with 3. So once you've started contacting people, you're going to have people that say, oh, yeah, I'd like some more information. You're going to send them information, and then they're going to forget to order, and they're going to forget about you, and you're going to send them a little message about a week or so later and say, hey girl, I hadn't forgotten about you. You are going to love these products. Let me know if you have any other questions. You're just following up with them. You're not bugging them. You're not saying, did you forget about me? You are just saying, hey, I hadn't forgotten about you. You are going to love these products. I know they're going to help with your gut issues. I know they're going to help with your IBS. I know they're going to help with your migraines. You know, I cannot wait for you to get started. You're just going to send a little follow-up message. And then the one part of that is to find one personal development something every day. So maybe it's a video. Maybe you're going to take one product and learn about that product. Maybe you're going to find something on the team page that you can read about and you can learn a little bit more about this business or these products. Maybe you want to learn a little bit about, you know, how to be a better leader. Maybe your personal development is reading your devotional that day and really growing in your walk. Whatever that looks like, you know, we want you to include that one and just grow yourself personally every day. All right, so we're going to fast forward to the personal development. We talked about just that a little bit, but one thing that I really want to highlight on this personal development list is friend requests and follow other Plexus ambassadors. So I'm actually going to put a list up this coming week of people that I think you need to follow on Facebook. Now, you can send them a friend request, but a lot of these people are going to be people who are jewels in the company, and they have thousands of friend requests. So I would just say maybe follow them. And you can just click that little follow button, and you can see everything they post. This is just kind of a good way to see how the leaders in the company run their Facebook page and run their business. It's just kind of a great way. Maybe they have a great post that they post one day, and you're like, oh, really like that post. Let me copy that, or let me take that and kind of make it my own and post it. And so that's just a great way to kind of get into the Plexus world. Finding a sideline partner is one of my favorite things. I have several sideline partners. These are people who do this business with me. They don't make any money off me, and I don't make any money off them, but we just encourage each other. We pray with each other. They're people who I go to and I say, you know what, I'm struggling today. Can you pray for me? And they do that for me. They come to me and do the same thing. So I love having those sideline partners that I can run with, bounce ideas off of. But if you don't have a sideline partner yet, I would encourage you to go out, and most of you probably do not. Go out and find one. Go out and find somebody who wants to work this business with you and say, you know what? I want to sign you up, and I want us to run this business together. Like, let's go straight to the top. Let's make $500,000 a year. Holy cow, let's do that. And so find that and make your ambassador your sideline running partner, and y'all run together and do this together. Getting on Zoom calls like this is personal development. Getting to events, and I don't want to harp on Leaders Retreat, but if you haven't heard about Leaders Retreat, it happens in October. It's going to be in Orlando this year. You can earn Leaders Retreat. Even if you haven't done a thing yet, you can still earn Leaders Retreat. I promise, I promise, I promise. And we want you to get there. So if you're interested in going to Leaders Retreat, it is a paid for trip. You get free room and board there. Obviously, they put you up in the hotel, the Gaylord there in Orlando. It's going to be incredible. You can earn awesome prizes. But there is nothing like going to a Plexus event, especially one of that magnitude. I can tell you that when I first started in March, I went to my first Leaders Retreat that October, and I drew my line in the sand at that Leaders Retreat. And I said, I will be a diamond one day. I will, and I will go to the top of this company, and I will find that financial freedom for my family, period. That's when I said, no excuses, I'm doing this. So events are huge. Searching the Facebook and team pages for answers, like if that's how you wanted to work your personal development that day, maybe you had a customer that approached you about something about the Slim and you don't know the answer. You know, use that personal development time to search those team pages and find the answer to your question. And then, oh, y'all, I'm so sorry. And then YouTube videos. These are, if you want to take a screenshot of that or just take a little picture of those YouTube video people, that is some great people to kind of pull up on YouTube and watch their videos. They have very informative videos. And there's a couple other ones that I can suggest, but they have great videos on the products. Jennifer Pickett is one of my personal friends. She lives in Texas, and she has some amazing videos about the products. Another one is Ame Darling, and I don't have her on this list, but it's spelled A-I-M-E-E. Darling, spelled the exact way you would think. And she's got some wonderful videos on the products if you're interested in learning more about those. All right, so we're going to speed through this because I know I've already kept y'all almost an hour. So customer care, when you do get a customer, some of you said, I've had a couple of you message me and say, okay, I got a customer now, what do I do with them? Okay, so what we really want to do is we want to focus on the relationship with that customer. We want to make sure that they are getting exactly out of the products what they wanted to get out of the products. We want to check in on them at least one time a week or more for about a month, and then maybe like every 2 weeks. And I usually try to kind of set a schedule. I have a list of my customers, and I just kind of go through it and say, okay, I need to follow up with that one, and I need to follow up with that one. I just want to make sure they're loving the products, because I can tell you, happy customers make really great ambassadors. So we want to make sure we're following up with them. We want to track their progress and say, okay, hey, last week you told me you lost 5 pounds. How's this week looking? Are you feeling your clothes feeling a little looser? How are you feeling this week? We want to establish realistic expectations with these customers. So if they're saying, hey, I want to lose 30 pounds, we want to make them understand they're not going to lose 10 in the first week. That's just not how this works. We want to let them know, okay, you're going to notice inches before you notice weight loss. You're going to notice that you feel so much better. You're going to notice that you are craving better foods. So we want to establish that realistic expectation. Some of my ambassadors love to send thank you notes to their customers. I am terrible at this, absolutely brutal at it. So do not look at me for that. I can send a thank you note about a gift or something like that. But when it comes to this, I'm terrible. I use Facebook Messenger to send my thank yous. I'll send them a little graphic that said, thanks so much for ordering. I'm so excited for you to get your products. Or I'll send them, a little message that say, hey, I'm so thankful that you ordered. Thank you for choosing me to be your Plexus ambassador. Please let me know when your products come in. I cannot wait for you to get them. And then, of course, when they get their products, it is your responsibility to go over with them how they should take everything. And then, make them aware of any specials. So if if corporate releases a special, message your customers and make them aware of that. So I'm not going to go over product knowledge at all because we are going to have a product call next week. I'm super excited about that. I'm waiting to confirm the date with the 2 people that I've reached out to help me with this call. But I have reached out to a doctor on my team, a nurse practitioner on my team, and then a girl who is just super green personality, loves the products, knows everything about them, to do our product call next week. So please be looking for that, and that will have everything you need to know about every single one of our products. We will be recording it, so you can watch it later. But it is important that you learn just a little bit about the products. But please, please, please understand that you do not have to know everything about these products to share these products. I'm going to go ahead and tell you right now, I am not a product guru. I get called out on the carpet all the time for saying stuff that is not right about these products because I'm like, oh yeah, that's right, isn't it? I don't know everything about the products, but I know enough to say, okay, you know what? This person has type 2 diabetes. The Slim would be great for them because that's what it was developed for. It's for balancing blood sugar. So I know the Slim would be great for them. I know enough about the products to be dangerous, if that makes any sense. So be looking out for that product call next week. All right, we're going to talk about just for a second about the compensation plan. I'm going to run over this really quickly because I do not want to keep you too late. Plexus, like I said, has the absolute best compensation plan, and we get paid in many, many, many ways, 11 different ways to be exact. So we talked about that personal volume, and we talked about the 15% versus the 25%. So that's one way that we get paid. We also get paid preferred customer bonuses. So remember when I told you that having a preferred customer was much better than a retail? Well, there's another reason for that as well. Every time you have a preferred customer order from you, you get a bonus. So it varies from $5 to I think it's $22, depending on the product. So like combos, you get paid more, I think it's like $21 or $22 for a combo. And then like for a single product like Probio 5 or Vital Balm or something like that, you get paid $5. Now, every time your preferred customer orders these products, you get paid that bonus. That's every single month. So for instance, my husband orders monthly, usually about 2 bags of Slim, and we order 2 bottles of X Factor and 2 bottles of Probio 5 and a bottle of Bio. We just order a lot because we all use products. But I get paid every single time we order those products under his preferred customer account. I get paid bonuses on those every month. So you can see where that would kind of rack up after a while. You also get paid personal volume override commission. And this is only on your level 1. So people you personally sponsor in this company, your personally sponsored ambassadors, anything that they sell, you get paid an override commission, 1%, or excuse me, was it 5%? I think it's 5% of their sales. So you're going to get 5% of what all your level 1s sell, which is really great. Now, you don't get paid on level 2 or 3 or 4, and that just kind of keeps you from taking advantage of your 2nd and 3rd and 4th levels. You get paid on those level 1 ambassadors, which is really cool. All right, number 4. Oh, gosh, y'all, I don't know why I keep doing that. I'm so sorry. Number 4, you get paid business building bonuses, and that was the bonuses from when you were ranking up in the company that I talked about earlier. So when you rank up to silver, gold, senior gold, and so on, you're going to get paid those bonuses on top of that. Now, the one-time achievement, I'm sorry, that's backwards. The one-time achievement bonus is the bonuses you get paid on every rank. The business building bonuses are bonuses that you get paid every time you add an ambassador. So if I add an ambassador and they buy just a normal welcome pack, I'm going to make $25. That's every ambassador I add. Now, if my level 2 or my level 1 ambassador adds an ambassador, I'm going to make money on that too. Not $25, but I'm going to make money on that too. My level 2 adds an ambassador, I'm going to make money on that too. My level 4 or 3 or 4 level adds an ambassador, I'm going to make money on that too. Now, the money goes down every level, but you still make money every time one of your team members adds an ambassador. So cool. All right, go to number 6. That's the Fast Start Achievement Bonus. I'm not going to go over this one because if there's any of you that want to do this quickly and want to add 20 people in your first 30 days, message your upline tonight and we will get in touch with you and they will loop you into a message with me and we will get you there. It is a massive, massive bonus. It's fabulous. It is a huge bonus to start out with and it gets your team jumped off the right way. But I just don't want to spend a ton of time talking about it because I know we have a lot of people on here that have already kind of been in this for more than 30 days. The Plexus points, we went over exactly how you get paid for that as well. And the bonus pools, those are the Emerald, Sapphire, and Diamond bonus pools. And those usually are, there's several $1,000s a piece. So you can imagine once you acquire the Diamond bonus and you're getting all those other bonuses too, it's pretty large. And then, of course, the Plexus Lexus program. They, tell us to go get our Lexus. We have a few specifications and they pay us for our Lexus and it's in our name and they pay us for it, which I love. I love my Lexus, by the way, just going to tell y'all. There's nothing like driving a free car whatsoever. A 2016 Lexus that's free. Okay. Some of you have asked me, how do I get paid? Like, I see that I can get paid, but now how do I get paid? So your step 1 is going to be to set up your pay portal. Now, if you haven't already done this, you should have received an email when you signed up that came to you that said Plexus Pay Portal or Pay Portal. And if you have not signed up through that, please let us know immediately. We need to call customer service and we need to get you signed up and set up with Pay Portal immediately. You're going to link that to your checking account and your Plexus paycheck, if you want it to, is going to go directly into your checking account and be deposited every single week and every single month. You get paid on Fridays for the new ambassadors that you or your team add that week. And you get paid on the 15th for commissions, your points, your bonuses, and everything else. So the only thing that you get paid for on Fridays is any new ambassador that you sign up. The 15th, and so that'll, like, for instance, for June, I'll get paid for the month of June on July the 15th. Now, usually we get paid before the 15th, but it's the 15th. That's what they set it for. So most of the time mine goes in on like the 12th or the 13th, but they say the 15th. So if you have not set up your pay portal, please get with your upline and let us help you with that. We can call customer service if you didn't get an email. Sometimes I've seen it go to junk. So junk mail, it just kind of shoots over there. So check your junk mail before you, freak out that you didn't get the email. All right. So the first goal, now that you know what all this is about, The first goal for you should be going silver. And some of you are already getting there. Some of you have already added an ambassador or maybe even 2 ambassadors. So that is 3 personally sponsored ambassadors. It definitely sets the tone for your business. Like, this is where you are starting your team. These are, this should start with who you know well. Now, sometimes it doesn't, but most of the time, going silver means you've called up your mom, and you've called up your sister, and you've called up your aunt, and you've called up your uncle, or you've called up your dad, or you've called up your brother, or you've called up your best friends. Maybe you've called up that girl that you know really needs this business, or you've called up that girl that you know could really benefit from these, the products. That is where you're going to find your silver. So if you're going, there's no way I'm going to get 3 ambassadors, use what we talked about earlier and call your friends, call your family, and we can get you silver. But going silver is the very first step. And remember, that's a $100 bonus when you go silver. Now, when you go silver, you're adding those 3 ambassadors. I want to talk just for a second about the power of 3 and how this works to our benefit. So say that you get 3 ambassadors under you, and you can kind of see on here that that is, 1, 2, 3, that's each 5 points. Now say that all 3 of those people go silver as well. Then now you have 9 ambassadors, okay, on your second level. Say that all 9 of those people go silver as well. Now all of a sudden you have 27 people. Now, did you recruit all those 27 people? No, you only recruited 3 people. You never even intended on recruiting 27 people, but now you have them. Say that all 27 of those people decide that they want to go silver. Now you have 81 on your 4th level. I mean, as my daughter says, mind blown. I mean, you recruited 3 people and you got those 3 people to go silver and those people to go silver, and now look at your team. And you can kind of see how the pay points, are kind of racking up here, and how much money you can earn just from recruiting those first 3 people and helping them go silver and help it duplicate down. Say that you recruit 6 people and you get all of them silver. You see how much faster the process goes. So I have over 100 ambassadors on my team. If I helped all of those go silver, can you even imagine? I mean, most of them are, but can you even imagine where that would be? I mean, it's just mind-blowing when you think about, you don't have to do all the work. You're not trying to just recruit. You want to recruit people, and you want to find ambassadors that need this too and that want to work this business with you. So there's tons of other ways to share other than just posting on Facebook and talking about it and calling up your friends. Maybe you want to get some Plexus swag. And I can tell you guys, there's some on Etsy. There's a little bit, I don't think they've put any in the back office quite yet, but I can tell you Etsy is loaded with it. You can even search on Facebook, Plexus swag, and you'll find a lot of it. Now, the shaker bottle is in the back office. There's another water bottle in the back office. I'm giving away stuff all the time. I can tell you right now that we're going to have a major contest coming up next month, and you can earn some Plexus swag for me because I spent a lot of money at convention on Plexus swag just for you guys. So get ready for that. The Plexus brochures you can find, they're on Etsy for $20 for 100 brochures. These are fabulous. They are completely updated. I think they've already updated the ones from convention and with the 2 new products on there. These are fabulous. I keep them in my car. I keep some in my purse when I run across people and they say, hey, I saw you post about Plexus the other day. What's that about? I pull out my brochure and I have my business card with me, and I pull that out and I hand it to them and I say, hey, look over this and call me. Let's talk. Let's talk about this. Especially if I'm in a hurry or something, I'll be like, hey, let's talk about this soon. Can you call me next week? What day's good for you? Or, hey, let me get your number and let me plug it in my phone and I'll call you next week and let's talk about this. So it's just kind of a great way for them to have something tangible in their hands. I can tell you that I've ordered those Plexus brochures twice in 2 years, and I've actually given some away to some of my ambassadors. So it's hard to use them all. I've never reordered my business cards. I still have a million of them, and I think it cost me like $30 for 500 or something. I don't even know. It's crazy. So that's just something. The business cards is a must. If you are serious about working this business, you've got to have some business cards. They're super cheap. You can get them in the back office. You can get them on Vistaprint. They're super cheap, but that is a must to have in your arsenal. All right, and super quick before we end, we're going to talk about a little bit about the back office. Now, they're going to be changing the back office this summer. I have a feeling it's going to be like next month. It's going to be fabulous. So I'm not going to log into the back office and show you the back office tonight because it's going to be changing. But I want to make sure that you know how to log into your back office and how you know, and then you can know how to find the basic information. So if you do not know how to log into your back office, please message me or post on the team page tonight and say, I do not know how to log into my back office. Somebody help. And we will help you. That is the very first thing you need to know. Now, when you log into your back office, you're going to see a big screen, and you're going to see, your basics down at the bottom. You're going to see like your PV button. So there's going to be a little green button that'll have what your current PV is, and then it's going to have a button right below that that says convenience order. Now, that button I want to talk about for just a second because I want you to make sure that that button is green. That button needs to be green. If that button is not green, then we need to chat. Why do I want to have my backup order on? Why do I want to have my convenience order set up? Because if you want to get paid, you need to have that convenience order set up. If you do not buy or sell $100 a month and you do not commission qualify, you will not get paid. Doesn't matter how many ambassadors you have. If you don't reach that $100, you will not get paid. So number two, and most importantly, I want to make sure that you're using your products consistently. And if you are brand new and you are not a customer before, please give us 60 days. Give us 60 days with these products to show you that they work. You really need 60 days to just really feel the full benefit of what these products can do. So don't quit after 30 days and say, well, I didn't lose 10 pounds, so I'm going to quit. Or, I'm just not feeling like $1 million yet, so I'm going to quit. You've still got a 60-day money-back guarantee, so give us the 60 days. But if you have that convenience order set up, that is going to ensure that you get your products every month without running out. Now, I've had months where before I set up my husband as a preferred customer, that we ran out of Slim. No, that's not fun. When you love your Slim and you are like, I need my Slim in the morning and I need it to have energy, and you run out, that is not a fun feeling. So make sure that you have your convenience order set up so that you don't have to remember to go in and order your products every month. It's going to go through and they're going to be delivered to your door. Now, you can set up your convenience order not to ship unless you want it to. So if you set it up as conditional, which is what mine is set up as, I have it set up on the 28th of the month, and it's set up as conditional because I commission qualify before the 28th of the month. So I don't ever have to worry about that coming to me. It is conditional on me buying or selling $100 before that date. Now, say that you want it to ship to you. Say you're like, I want my products no matter what my PV looks like. Then you can set it up as unconditional. So there's those two different ways to set up your convenience order. I just want to make sure that you know how to log in your back office. You know how to find your customers, and that's under reports. And you'll see customer reports. So if you click on the reports tab and go to customer report, you can click on that. You can track your customers, what they've purchased. You can track you can even track their order. And like say they call you and they say, where's my order? Okay, let me go check that for you. And you can find out exactly where their order is, where it is in the United States right now. Account inquiry is going to show you, and that is under account services. It's going to be account inquiry, and you can click on that. You can find out all the payment, or everything that you've been paid that month. You can find out all your customers that have ordered that month. You can find out your weekly and monthly paycheck as well. And so we talked about setting up and changing the order auto ship. How do my customers order? So when you log into your back office, you'll go to account services and go down and click on preview my site. It'll take you directly to your website. You can go up and copy that URL at the top of the page of that website that it's taking you to, and that is your website address. Most of you already know this. You've set it up. You wrote it down when you set it up, when you signed up. But a lot of people are like, what's my website? I don't know what my website is. That's how you find your website. And you'll be able to send your customers and your potential ambassadors to your own website, and they will order directly from you. And again, we talked about the pay portal and exactly how you set that up. if you haven't set that up yet, please let us know immediately so we can get you set up in that and make sure that your check next month gets deposited in the correct place. Okay, so that is it, guys. If there's something that I did not answer that you're like, oh, I was really hoping she was going to address this, now is the time for you to ask me some questions. So if you want to unmute yourself and ask it, that's fine. Or if you just want to type it in the chat, you do not know where that is. If you'll go to the top and click on the more button, there's a little chat spot right there that you can click that and you can chat or type a question out for me. I'm just going to open the floor. Even if you're an old ambassador and you want to ask me a question and you've got something maybe that you think our newbies would want to hear, please ask me now. The floor is open. I know Alicia's got a question. Alicia always has good questions. All right, come on. I know somebody's got a question. We got 22 people on this call. Does PV add up each month or does it start over each month? It starts over each month. So, you're going to have your whoever orders this month, and then next month you're going to start over and they're going to order again. The great thing about this business that kind of sets us apart from everybody else is we have a consumable product. So, if you have ever, had somebody approach you in the past about skincare or about a bag that they want you to purchase, or maybe jewelry they want you to purchase, those are not consumable products because that's not something people order every single month. These products are things that people order every single month. So that's what's great about, even though our PV is starting over, we still got our customers that are ordering every single month. I wish it would carry over, but that wouldn't be very fair. Who else has got a question? I know somebody does, but that was a great question, Amanda. That's why we strive every month to try to make that PV goal. So if you are, while y'all are thinking about some other questions, if you are new and you're like, okay, what should be my first goals? Your first goal should be going silver, getting those 3 qualified ambassadors, and then getting that 500 PV. That should be your first goal as a new ambassador. I hear somebody unmuted. I think somebody's got a question.
I have one for you. It's Alicia.
I knew you would.
Well, I was just thinking, one of the things that I didn't know when I first started was once I had someone sign up with me, what do I do?
Okay, that's a great question. So one of the first things that I do is I make sure I send them, a newbie boot camp, something like this, a video that they can watch, that they can kind of learn about business. Because, we do these pretty often, but maybe they signed up tomorrow. Maybe they're going to sign up tomorrow, and we just did this tonight. I will have this recording posted tomorrow on my team page. You can save it to your files, and you can send them this. Another great thing that I do is include them in a 3-way message with my upline. Sometimes that's Lindsay. Sometimes I do it with Julia. It just kind of depends on their personality. Most of the time it's with Lindsay. And I just say, hey, I want to introduce you to my new ambassador, Susie, and she is really interested in working the business. And this is, it's kind of sets up a relationship between my new ambassador and my upline, so that they don't feel like that they only have to rely on me, that they can ask her questions as well. And it kind of sets up a forum for her to be able to ask questions to both of us at the same time and bounce ideas off of us. I also add them to the team pages. I add them to my team page, and I add them to Julia and Lindsay's team page, Jewel Heist. Add them to both of those, and I welcome them on those team pages. I make sure that they have everything that they need to have a successful business. I make sure they know how to go silver. I make sure that they know how to get their customers, how to log into their back office. So a lot of these things that, I'm discussing with you tonight, I make sure that they physically know how to do these things. I say, hey, let's get on, or you know how to log into your back office, correct? Yeah, okay. All right, good. Check that off the list. You know how to do that. Do you know how to find your customers? And I'm constantly checking in with them and saying, hey, how's it going? How can I help you? I will say, too, that I do a lot of 3-way calls, and that's not something that you as new ambassadors will really be comfortable with doing right now. But maybe your ambassador has a potential that they want to talk to on the phone. That's a great time to pull in us as your upline and say, hey, my new ambassador or my new potential really wants to talk on the phone with somebody. Can I get on the phone with you, about that? we would love to do that. I do three-way calls all the time. I've done several this week. I did several last week. I love doing that. And that really kind of, you're learning and your potential is learning as well. So make sure you take advantage of that. Raina asked, you may have discussed this, but do we earn points for those who sign up as a wholesale ambassador? Absolutely. It does not matter in what capacity they are an ambassador. So if they're wholesale and they're just getting the wholesale price, or if they're actually working the business, as long as they commission qualify, meaning that they buy or sell $100 in that month, you're still going to get points for those people, which is great. Okay, Amanda says, where can you find info about Plexus? So when you are talking to potentials, you can send them, that is brief and gives them a quick overview of what Plexus really is. Okay, so I have like an email that I used to send out to people. I don't typically send that anymore simply because it's a lot of reading and most people don't want to read all of that. So honestly, I just send them little snippets. Like I might send them a video. So say that they are, say they're just wanting something for energy. I'm going to send them a video about the new Slim and the Vital Biome and the X Factor Plus, because I think that those are probably the three products that they're going to like. I might send them a little graphic about each one of those, or I might send them a brief overview, or I might just say, hey, here's some videos to watch. Check out my website. This is the link to my website. Go look at these products and specifically look at Slim, Vital Biome, and X Factor. And then on your website, they're going to be able to click on those products, and there's going to be a very brief, but in-depth. Well, I won't say brief and in-depth. That's contradicting myself. But there is a very good explanation of every single product in your back office when they click on that product. So they're going to be able to see an ingredients list for every product. They're going to be able to see, obviously the label, and they're going to be able to see, the exactly what it does. There's sometimes even videos attached with that. So sending them to your back office and saying, hey, go check out my back office or go check out my website and specifically look at these three products. What I don't suggest is say, go look at my website, because they're going to be like, oh, and they're going to be completely overwhelmed with what there is out there or what we have to offer. I say, go to my website and specifically look at these three products and come back and tell me what you think. And then if they don't come back, I message them a couple days later and I say, hey, do you have a chance to look at my website? What do you think about those three products? Do you think that's something that'll work for you? And so to me, I think we should utilize what corporate has given us. Now, there is tons of resources in your back office to be able to send people. There's great things on the shareables. There's great things on, in our back office for under resources that are great. Just great for you to use to send people like that. Okay, where do we find those videos? I would like to send some to potential customer. Okay, shareables in your back office as well as YouTube. So if you will look on YouTube and you'll just search Plexus Slim or whatever, you're going to find a ton of videos about Plexus Slim. Make sure you watch it before you send it to somebody. But corporate has a ton of great videos that I absolutely love. And if you go to Plexus Worldwide on YouTube, all of their videos are right there on their YouTube channel. Okay, would you put your website on your business cards? Absolutely, because a lot of times they type it in wrong. So I would make sure it is on my business card. I don't have a business card handy to show you guys right in this office space, but I have my website on the front and the back, so that because that's the only way that people order is to your website. Every now and then I'll do it for them, but very rarely. Most people, you just say, hey, I love y'all. There's nothing I love better than when people say, okay, so I just give you money, or how's that work? And I go, no, just go to my website. It's going to come straight to your door. I love being able to tell them that I don't have inventory and I'm not handling their money. They're sending it straight to the website. All right. Is there any more? Do you utilize Lexi? Just got an email about it today. I do utilize Lexi. I'm testing it out on a couple of my new ambassadors to see how they like it. They don't know it yet, but they're my guinea pigs. And I feel like I'm getting pretty good feedback from it. I feel like they're getting emails daily on training. They're getting texts from me saying, hey, I sent you an email today. I think it's amazing for a new ambassador and a new customer to set them up on that so that they know exactly how to take everything. They know exactly, you know, how to train themselves. They know exactly how to find things. And, you know, especially for customers, I mean, it checks up on them for you. So I would totally utilize that. I mean, you don't have to, I think it's a 3-month subscription. You can discontinue it if you hate it, but I can promise you it has changed the way I'm going to work my business. Okay. It is 9:55. I am going to hang it up, I guess, if nobody else has any more questions. Thank you guys so much for being on this call tonight. I cannot tell you how much I appreciate it. I think that I'm so excited that you guys are here and that you guys are on our team. I love my team. I can tell you right now that, and I may be a little partial, but this is the best team in Plexus. We all love each other. We support each other. And I just want you to know that we are so, so, so thankful that you joined our team. Please do not hesitate to reach out to any of us, your upline, to me, any of us, and ask for help. I cannot promise you that I will get back to you right that second, but I promise you I will get back to you. Sometimes my inbox gets a little overloaded, but I will help you in any way that I can. Utilize our team page. Ask questions on the team page. Please feel free to utilize that. That is what it's there for. And nobody has to be on your team to help you out. People love to respond and help each other out. So find a running buddy. Go tonight, go tomorrow, and find somebody that will run in this business with you and will do this with you. Because I can tell you, when you have somebody that wants this as bad as you do, it's a lot easier to make things work. And you can kind of feel each other. So you guys have a fabulous night. Thank you so much for getting on. And please do not hesitate to reach out if you need anything.